Shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakak Wadash. I'd like to say double honors to my apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel scattered abroad. It's your brother Zakar, Kassad, coming to you with another quick lesson here. This is a Thursday morning, so-called the July the 4th or whatever. Their holidays or whatever that there's a lot of judgment going to go forth today. But I wanted to talk about this message that I got from an individual in my family. And, I can tell that they probably real down and, because they're going through job loss and trying to figure out how to pay for their bills and all these things. And, I went through a lot of that also myself. So I'm able to talk about it. I'm able to, lend a hand or lend advice, but the thing is, the person, just same thing with an addict or anything, you're able to help as much as you can, but, there comes a time whenever, that person is going to have to step up to the plate also, man. We can't, go around here, acting like we're not grown-ups here, man. So, it was a weird text message that I got this morning, and it was almost like it was kind of scary because I was like, will this person hurt themselves or something? Or it was just weird, But I remember going through that. I was like, well, I'm probably going through the same shit I used to go through, like, wanting to just die, wanting to get out of here. I went through all types of therapy sessions and, thousands upon thousands of dollars of therapy and shit before I came into the truth. Only to find out that, ain't nothing going to help me, man, besides the Lord, man. And that's what this individual's going to find out. Nobody's going to help you out there, man. Nobody's got your back. Okay? You're going to have to pray to the Lord, man. You're gonna have to, and they see the way that I've been going. They're gonna have to go that way. They're gonna have to figure something out. Okay, because I'm, all the times that I've been preaching and all this, that, and other, and nobody really inquires or nothing. Just want to keep on going and being in the world and all this other shit, acting like they don't see me out there on the corners preaching. They see me out there walking with my sign a whole mile back and forth downtown. Oh, you need a ride? Walking with no car, okay? To go preach. Nobody stayed and inquired for a little bit, walking back to the house. Whenever I didn't have a house, man. Going back and forth in that raggedy ass truck that I had, man. Okay, put. Okay, being poor out here, homeless, really, man. Digging out the trash, all types of shit. Okay, before I came into this truth, man. Got skinny like a stick. Okay, wanting to die, wanting to kill myself, man. Okay. I had to pray to the Lord, man. I had to submit. I had to be humble. Okay, because I was on a path of destruction, man. Alcoholic, addict, all types of shit, man. While everybody else was having a good old time, I was fighting demons. Okay? While everybody else was partying and living it up, I was the one that was fighting so many damn devils. But now other people are fighting those demons. So I want to make this quick little lesson. And I'll start here. Proverbs 2. And that's, being that I have been able to fight those, being that, I come into this marvelous light because I had to pray. You had to pray, man. I had to pray hard for the Lord to deal with me, man. I had to pray hard, man. Hard, hard. When you think you pray, I'm talking about pray. I'm talking about, man, crying, snot, man, daily, every day, holding back tears, can't provide for my child, all types of stuff, man. I had to pray for this, had to really want it. So yeah, this is Proverbs 2 and 3. Yeah, if thou criest after knowledge and lifteth up thy voice for understanding. I had to cry after knowledge, man. Why? Why am I going through this, Lord? I thought you loved me, Lord. Do you love me? Why you let me go through this? Why is this happening to me? Why, right? Always asking why. And until I had to learn the scriptures. I had to follow the elders and apostles. I was crying out for knowledge. I had to hear that word behind me saying, "This is the way, walk ye in it," or else I was gonna die, man. So I'm gonna make this lesson, just reminiscing and thinking about this message that I got from this individual in my family. And I'm like, well, they probably going through some shit. They going through that stage, man. They're crying out for help. But they're crying to the wrong people, man. You need to cry to the Lord. Cry to the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. After all these years, you done see me preach and all this stuff. You still don't want to bow down, man. You see, I'm doing better. You see that, I got a good job now. Lord willing, it stays that way. But anything can happen. If it doesn't, then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to cry again to the Lord. Whatever he want to do, I'm still crying. Crying out for understanding. Crying for mercy. You people don't pray or nothing anymore, man. You expect somebody to help you. Expect somebody to feel bad for you. And I do still. Because that's Jake. But you haven't been doing nothing. You haven't been crying out. You just been playing the whole time. And a lot of y'all about to be in a bad case because you keep fucking playing. Yeah, man. Sorry this message is a little long. Proverbs 2 and 3. Yeah, if thou criest after knowledge and lift up thy voice for understanding, you're gonna have to show the Lord, but you don't believe in the Lord though. So who are you gonna talk to? See? Believe in Allah and all this other stuff. You don't even know what that is. You don't even know. Don't you see Farrakhan going into the Bible? But you crying after the wrong things, man. You better cry after the Lord. If thou seekest her as silver. So you're supposed to be seeking understanding. And searchest for her as hid treasures. Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord. And that's the main point. You don't got no fear. You walk around, oh, I did this, I made myself this. You don't know that the Lord is controlling everything. No, you didn't thank the Lord for this. You didn't thank him for that. You didn't thank him for waking you up this morning. You didn't thank him for your eyes, for your feet. You didn't thank him for anything, man. For your car, you didn't thank him for any of that. So now you're in a bad case, and people are going to be in a bad case, and it's going to get worse, and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse to the point where even in the message, I was thinking, like, is this guy all right? Is he gonna do something bad to himself? Because I remember having those thoughts. I remember being in that situation. But guess what, man? I had to cry after the Lord, man. Okay, that don't mean that I'm of the elect. Lord willing, I be. But only the hopeful elect is going to be crying after knowledge, crying after the Lord, praying consistently, repenting consistently every single day. And these people going to start coming to our camps. They're going to come around here in a minute, man. They're going to be in bad cases, man. They're going to be searching for answers. It says, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord. It's all about the fear. People walk around with no fear out here, man. And find knowledge and find the knowledge of power, man. You're going to find the knowledge of the Most High. It's right there in your face. Somebody in your family preaching every single week, doing videos, uploaded videos, sent y'all a few videos, years ago, sent you videos, sent them videos here, videos there. Nobody responded to any of those videos. Y'all know where I'm going to preach. Y'all know what day I go preach. But now you guys are coming to a situation, you're going to be in bad cases, man. Okay? And you're going to try to come and show up. You're going to show you're going to want answers, man. Okay? Because you refuse to hearken unto the voice of the Lord, man. Let me skip down here to 10. It says, Proverbs 2:10, when wisdom enter into thy heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee. And I pulled that word up. Discretion. Discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee. You got to want it, man. You got to want to change. You got to want to be a better you. And you got to want it for the Lord. You got to want to be the best you can, okay, for the Lord, man. Because your life is not yours. Your life is the Lord's. What does the scripture say? The life that was lent him. Okay. The Israelite man is supposed to be living for the Lord, man. Okay. Discretion. I think I pulled it up in the etymology. Yeah, etymology, discretion, right? It says ability to perceive and understand. Yeah, see, I remember not too long ago, a few months ago, no, it was probably like a year ago, whenever the Russian-Ukraine thing happened, whenever it was getting big, whenever, I think it was like a year ago, whenever we all sit down, I was over for, I forget what we was doing, but I remember I was talking to my mother, I was talking to different people in my family, and I was like, yeah, war is probably coming, war is going to come here, man. And they didn't want to hear that. They faces all went down. They was like, yeah, well, I don't think so. Not in my lifetime, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, yeah, it could be 5 years. It could be 5 months. Hell, it could be 5 weeks, 5 days. I kept on throwing that 5 word out there. That number, I mean. And they didn't want to hear it then, but now they're seeing what's happening in the world. Now they ain't got no choice but to hear it. I mean, Russia's right there in the backyard, man. Now they ain't got no choice. Because they didn't perceive it then. They wasn't understanding that then. But now, coming into the days that we're going into, they're going to start understanding. They're going to be like, man, what the hell? But then that's going to be when it's too late. It says ability to perceive and understand, moral discernment. Discernment. You're not using discernment out there. You Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, you tribes out there, man, you walk around all day fucking playing, man. You're not using discernment. You're just totally caught on the web of Esau Edom's technologies, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, instant gratification, everything that can please your flesh, man. You're not using discernment as to what time you're really living in, man. Ability to distinguish right from wrong. You're not understanding what's right and what's wrong. Yeah, they say it's wrong for us to go and preach this place down. But it's okay for the Christian pastor. But if we had a damn suit on and a tie like a Christian pastor and asking for tithes inside of a church or something, okay, and afterward committing adultery and all types of other shit and eating pork, then you would fucking listen to us, man. But since we're lowly, they call us bums and things like that, you don't want to freaking listen, man. But the Lord set it up that way so that situations like this can happen, man. that I'm speaking on. A family member sitting there really, really low. And I feel bad about it, but at the same time, yo, you better start praying. You had all this time, keep on seeing things happen. Wars happen and the dollar's crashing. You see all this shit happen. Got a child and everything, man. You see all these prophecies happening, everything, okay, that your family member was telling you was going to happen. You didn't want to listen to it. You didn't want to listen to the name whenever I was telling it to you. You didn't want to listen to none of that shit. But it's coming a time whenever you're going to be forced. Because you choose the wrong way instead of the right way. You didn't have the ability to distinguish the right from the wrong, man. So that's going to be on you. Like Proverbs 1:20, it says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. We're constantly crying out, constantly prophesying. Even when we not behind the camera, prophesying, telling people things, especially our different family members. Mostly family, maybe some friends or that you have in the world, you tell them certain things. They're going to start thinking about those things. They're going to call them to remembrance, man, because of the times that we're coming into. Because wisdom is crying without right now, man. It's crying without. But guess what? We're going to read it. She uttered her voice in the street. She cried from the chief place of concourse and the openings of the gates, man. She constantly trying to get your freaking attention. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long will you simple ones, will you love simplicity? How long will you love simplicity? Waking up, okay, spend all your day messed up high, chasing a bag, okay, only to end up getting shot or getting robbed, okay, end up going back to the spirit world, man. The fucking constant cycle of psychopaths, man. It's the movie They Clone Tyrone. That's how you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are. They made that for you. That's your cycle. That's what you do every freaking day, man. Yeah. How long will you simple ones will you love simplicity? You like being a simple nigga, man. Then you cry out whenever things aren't going your freaking way, man. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to go through it. You're going to have to pray. And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Fools hate knowledge. The scorners delight in their scorning. Anton Daniels, Charleston White, the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. You're going to be in a bad case. It says, verse 24, let me skip down. It says, because I have called and you refuse. So a bunch of these people are refusing. A bunch of your family members, they refuse it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Oh, I can't make no money off that Bible. Oh, he better come to Thanksgiving. Forget those Indians. Forget those Indians. Forget that. You know. We've been doing this for years, man. You better come to Christmas. You ain't gonna come to Christmas dinner, man. You ain't coming. Mama and them said you ain't gonna come to dinner. You ain't coming to dinner, man. No. Oh, you see. But I ain't over righteous. I'll still give me a plate. But the thing is, you're seeing these things. Okay, you're seeing these things in the world, and then you're wondering why you're in a bad case. And we ain't nobody, we stealing it, we barely making it ourselves. But you in an extra bad case, man. A lot of these people, like the movie I made the other day, a lot of these people on the verge of homelessness. They on the verge of being one of those people you see with those carts downtown, man. They on the verge of that. They living in their cars, all that shit, man. Lying and shit, saying that they got a place. Lying about this, lying about that. Walking around forcing a smile on the edge of suicide, man. It's all because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord, man. So you see prophecy going forth, but you ain't going to stop. You ain't going to consider your ways. It says, because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. No man regarded. I don't want to hear about that Holy One of Israel. Teach us about, like Charleston White said on the Elder Monatazak video the other day. Yeah, Jesus, we want the white Jesus that let you do anything you want, and then you repent for your sin right before you die. No, man. That nigga, that the Lord gonna take that guy out, but they delight in their scorning, right? Just like this person I'm talking to, they delight in their scorning. Last time I seen him, he was listening to some Charleston White and shit, man. And I ain't even say nothing. I didn't say nothing negative or nothing positive. I just let it sit there and act like nothing was happening. Because people are gone, man. And you got to be okay with that, man. If the Lord don't want to deal with them, then, like the scripture say, what's that scripture say? If the Most High didn't want to help you, what more for me? If the Lord ain't going to help you, why would I help you? You see? It says, verse 25, but ye have said it not all my counsel, and it's been, you have prophets in your family, you have said it not. Brothers that that went out and preached, even if you don't have nobody like that in your family, you seen them out there on the highways and the hedges, you heard about it on the internet first and foremost, talking about the Hebrew Israelites. Okay? You heard about us on the internet, man. Everybody heard. Ain't nobody gonna have an excuse. You seeing it. You seeing all this knowledge coming forth. So you're not gonna be having no excuse, man. It says, but ye have said it not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. See, and that's what we gonna do. We gonna be mocking. We gonna be yep. Okay, because you refuse instruction. You was talking shit. He says, I will mock when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. They ain't gonna find them. And you seeking, a lot of people out here, they're not considering the times that they're in, man. They don't understand what kind of time they're in. Yeah, this is Proverbs 6 and 9. It says, how long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? When you people gonna wake the fuck up, man? You see? And this is going into, get your ass to work, because a lot of people out there walking around without no jobs and this, that, and the other. Hey, the Lord commanded us to work with our hands, man. Okay, you sitting there without no job, you want to sell drugs, but you fucking asking niggas for money. How the fuck where does that come from? There's a whole lot of weird, wicked, just energy out here, man. Niggas running around with no jobs, got whole apartments that they can't pay for and shit, man. Selling drugs, asking people for money at the same time. I don't understand it. And I've given my last to different individuals, man. I've given my last. I've survived off a week on $15. That's including gas money, man. Plenty of times. From giving my last until I started reading the scriptures more. The scriptures tell you, give not to those, knowest who thou givest to. I ain't giving my last for nothing anymore, man. It says, yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a folding of the hands, playing too much. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. That's right. This is let's skip down here. This is verse 16, Proverbs 6:16. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look. See, a lot of our people walk around proud right now. They proud. Oh, I got the new J's. I got this. I'm proud. Making fun of other people and shit. Oh, you a bum. You bummy. You can't get no woman. You ain't you ain't getting no money. No, we're not. We're here to suffer, man. You got to be comfortable with suffering in this place, man, because this is not our rest. Scriptures clearly tell you that earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Clearly tell you only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. You ain't got no control over being on the bottom, man. We on the bottom. We went the fuck off. It's our fault, and we deserve worse. So suffer now, man. You know how long it took me to understand that? How many, you know, times I went to counseling and looking at this white devil across the way from me, acting like he can understand me. He can't understand me. This motherfucker going home to a nice house probably, and this, that, and the other, and he don't understand how he ain't from the gutter like I am, man. He ain't had to live sugar sandwiches and shit, putting syrup on the sandwich, and you ain't got no meat. You ain't had to live like that with no damn lights. You got candles. You ready for the lights to get cut off. Everybody got candles, god dang it. You ain't living our life, man. Sitting here talking to this mother effer, man. You can't help me. That'd be like somebody that, somebody was having a baby and then you had somebody that ain't never had no kids telling them about they baby and shit. How the fuck you gonna help, man? But that's how this world is, man. Okay? It says, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate, yet 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue. A whole lot of lying tongues, man. A hand that sheddeth innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, okay? And all these things, Esau, Edom, he does it, man. Feet, but then you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latino, you Israelites, you're learning the ways of the wicked. You do these things too, and this is what the Lord hates, man. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brothers. Yeah, man. Yeah, Anton Daniels, he set up these different camps. IUIC, they set up. Okay, Esau Edom then infiltrated. Yeah, they sowing discord among the brethren. They talking about they changing the doctrine. Everything's all weird. A false witness that speaketh lies. Yeah, it's all a bunch of liars out there. A whole bunch of traps. They try to trap up the Lord. You think they ain't gonna try to trap up the brothers, man? It says a lying tongue and hands that shed innocent blood. Who's that sound like? That's Esau Edom. But it's going into you Negroes, you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, so-called Native American, you tribes. You shed innocent blood. You killing your brother all the day long. And when the police come in your neighborhood, you start running like a bunch of fucking roaches, man. But you happy to kill your brother, though. You happy to take him out for some stripes, for some, But when the cops come, it says feet that be swift to run to mischief. Yeah, you niggas, you Latinos, you be swift to run to mischief. You plan shit out. You plan to go rob your brother. You plan to go rob this store. You plan to go, let's get 20, 30, 40 kids together and let's go ransack this place. That's really set up by George Soros and them, but y'all playing this shit. You plan shit out. Your feet be quick to run to mischief, man. And just like the individual I was speaking about in the beginning of the lesson, his feet was quick to run to mischief. Now, I'm not saying that the Lord won't turn it around for him, but he got to be tried first. You got to be tried. You got to really understand, man. You got to really understand what's going on, man. And you got a child, man. You it's the best time for you is to really get close to the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, if the Lord wills, because the Lord probably don't want everybody. The Lord obviously don't want everybody, but he probably don't want you either, man. Yeah, you might be a Hamite. You might be a different. You might be a different nation or something, man. Wheat and the tares, man. You never know. But first things first, let me go to this real quick, and I'll close off. Is it Wisdom of Solomon 3 and no, is it Wisdom of Solomon 3 or 4? No, it's Sirach 3 and 16. Nope. Sirach 4. Yep, it's Sirach 4. And Sirach 4 and yeah, it was 16, but let's start up here at at 16 it says, if a man commit himself unto her, which is wisdom, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. Okay? We got to come back to the law, statutes, commandments, man. That's the only way. Not Buddha, not Allah, not making this fake ass money that's crashing, running around killing your brother, selling drugs to each other. You're doing all that just to try to catch up with society, try to catch up with the white man, catch up with the rich man. You ain't gonna be rich on this side. You gotta get these scriptures, man. Okay, now you got somebody that can teach you it, but you don't want to learn it. Okay? It says, verse 17, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways. So yeah, the brother being tried or whatever. But he denied the Lord. And he continues to deny the Lord, but the Lord is trying to call him. He's showing you there's different ways or different routes, maybe, A lot of you people out there, the Lord will give you a dream, he'll give you a vision, things like that, and you continue to push his hand away. Okay, so then you'll finally, something will happen, and you'll finally pray. The whole time you going up there, and you crying because you should have been praying. Then you pray to the Lord. Okay, and then he'll put you in a situation to see, okay, all right, well, you're going to use this wisdom that I gave you. How are you going to do this? He did it to me, man. I was out there. I didn't have no house. I didn't have no nothing, man. I was walking out, man, bro. The only reason I'm still alive is to preach this word. I truly believe that, like the elder Apostle Gabar said. Like, I shouldn't even be here, man. So yeah, wisdom going to try you. It says, Sirach 4 and 17, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways. Yeah, man. And bring fear and dread upon him. Yeah, that's what people are going through right now. That's what we still go through at certain times, man. But now we recognize it because we're dwelling with wisdom. And we pray to the Lord to give us more wisdom so he'll try us. He'll test your integrity, put you in situations with brethren, or put you in situations here or there. See how your mind is working. Okay? It says, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him and torment him with her discipline. Yeah, man. Torment him with her discipline. Torment him with her discipline. Torment. Yeah, you think everything's gonna be cool and smooth. No, everything ain't fucking cool and smooth. It ain't never been, man. Ever since you came out of the womb, it ain't been cool and smooth, man. As soon as you came out of the womb, they was poking your ass up with needles, man. Trying to kill you. As soon as you come out of the womb, you born into sin. Ain't nothing been good. You know, babies be crying so hard. You're like, man, why you bring me into this? They don't want to come here. Because they rather be in the spirit world. But that's just how it is. That's how it is. You gotta come down here and serve your punishment, man. This is hell, man. Ain't no such thing as and that's another thing, man. You know? Man, there's so much out there. So it says wisdom, yeah, it says and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets. And that's how it's been, okay, with me. You know, I had to get tormented by wisdom. I had to ask. I had to pray to the Lord. I had to cry. I had to beg. Sitting up in there, those fucking meetings and shit with these people about my anger and about this and that, about that, but none of them can understand me, man. Sleep paralysis every other night, demons fucking with me. None of them could understand me. What are you talking about, demon? They couldn't understand. Your family couldn't understand. You had to ask the Lord, man. I had to ask the Lord. So, man, you know, hey, man, you know, ask the Lord. Hey, Shalom.